Tell him it's on.
Tell her what's up. Tell her it's on. Nigga better turn me up. 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 Let's go. I tell my shit that we lit.
What's up, guys? G-Shot here. It is currently 12 a.m. right now, so I am tired, but I want to make this video out because I'm actually going to be moving shortly tomorrow, and I don't know when I'm going to record again for a while. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you're returning, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right into the video. As you read by the title, I'm talking about 5 new things that I want in DBOG. But first, I want to talk about how y'all were going ham on the last video with the dislikes, and if you notice by my voice, you could tell that I was being like sarcastic, and I was trying to make fun of like YouTubers and how they overhype anime games and stuff like that. And you know, they always have these like outlandish titles with new and upcoming, and you know stuff like that. So it was a troll video, and if you went in the description, I said this is a troll backwards, but a lot of people missed it, so I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, that was just a little side note. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get into it now. Number 1, I said this before in the last one, but instant transmission. Now, we haven't seen any type of sneak peeks in the Discord or whatever about instant transmission, and Sony is he likes detail a lot. Almost to a fault, but you know, he said that he likes adding very detailed things in his games that from movies and all various sorts of Dragon Ball media, and that's dope and all. But I just really hope instant transmission is in this update or soon, because I've only seen it done the standard way where you teleport yourself somewhere by typing in a name, like Final Stand. That's the only real way I've seen it done. So I think it'd be cool if they just had another way where you can teleport multiple people, yourself, but you know, only if you're like outside of combat mode, to teleport somewhere else, like a different part of the map, so that way people don't just like use it when they're in combat and then dip out of a fight. But if you are in combat, this would be like a cool, a cool variant of the move, where it's like it can be used as a counter or invasive. Like I said, if you watch my other video, you might know what I'm talking about, because but I just had it on my mind again. I was like, I just want to reiterate it and talk about it again. So that's the first thing. Number 2, unique forms. I know it seems like I'm like plugging myself a lot, but I talked on Pico's podcast like a month ago, and we were kind of talking about how I'll probably put the video in the description or something, so if you want to go listen to that. But we were talking about how forms in DBOG are like low-key kind of the same in a sense, where it's like it's just kind of just everything is the same for the exact same race, just with, you know, a damage multiplier or boost. I was thinking it'd be cool if forms would actually have like certain benefits for races and certain drawbacks, like how in Final Stand, certain forms are better at like key, and certain forms are better at damage, certain forms are better at I don't know, melee. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that to mix it up and make them more unique, because right now it's kind of the same thing where you get the form, you master it, and then it's your base form, and you know, yeah, that's about it for the forms. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, or I guess you could say 2.5, this is like a mini little thing, but form detransformation, right? And by this I mean, like, this is kind of more of like a preference thing. I've always just kind of thought it's cool how Goku and whoever is doing it can kind of like in Tournament of Power, Goku goes from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue, and then after that he goes right back to Super Saiyan God to conserve stamina, at least I think, because the way Super Saiyan Blue works is really complicated, but I'm pretty sure that's why he transformed back to God. So I was thinking it'd be cool if you do certain things like that. So if I was at, like, let's say I'm at Super Saiyan 3, I could go back to Super Saiyan 2. I don't know, just for reasons. I have other explanations if why it would work, but that would kind of require if what I said before about forms being unique, and that's the only reason it would work. But I'm just gonna say it anyways. But basically, like, imagine Super Saiyan 3 has Drain, right? And it's not completely masterable. I don't want forms to be masterable from this point on. I mean, you know that. I just don't. I think it's boring that forms are kind of just become a base. But imagine your form is draining. So instead of just automatically going to base and being at a huge disadvantage of the fight, you snap back to Super Saiyan 2, use less stamina, and you still have a good boost. Because Super Saiyan 2 in the anime and manga or whatever you do, it is considered like out of the three forms, it's considered the most practical. Goku said this to Caulifla. In fights, it's really good for drawn out fights. It's good for damage. It's good for stamina. And yeah, and Super Saiyan is, I guess, good for, I don't know, maybe damage and less stamina. I don't know. I guess it's good for stamina, not for damage. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 is good for damage, but not for stamina. So that's why Super Saiyan 2 is like the peak 1 through 3 form. So yeah, that is the 2.5 or 3. I'll call it 3. That's the third thing. All right. And for my number 4, I'm not gonna lie, this one is not too well thought out or fleshed out as much as I would like it to be. I'm still trying to figure out how I could get it to work or how it could work. But maybe 2v2 ranked. Now, I understand that it'll probably be really hard because DBOG is kind of one of those games where it's like, one is very 1v1 based, and trying to like gank or defend yourself from ganks is kind of impossible unless they're really low level or they're just trash. But I would just think it'd be cool to implement your friends. That way you could go against a 2v2 unranked. That way, you know, I don't know. I just think it'd be a cool thing for your friends to be able to add. And maybe like a time limit and just something. I don't know. Like I said, it's not all that thought out. But I was just thinking it'd be something nice to add. Just additional content. But later down the line. But I could see it being really, really toxic. But I could also see it being really, really fun. And if they do it right, like maybe like, you can't just automatically go for a target someone else and you actually have to fight the person that's in front of you and not just automatically 2v1 one person and take out the next person. But I think that would be cool. Alright, and the last thing, like I said, this video kind of ties into the part 1, but it's still relevant, especially now the hyperbolic time chamber is confirmed and in the game. More to do with King Kai, and by that I mean the weight system again. For the people that can't get hyperbolic time chamber, which is 800 Robux, I believe, make it so that way as a substitute you can get the weights with actual in-game money from King Kai, and you can train with those weights. Now it might not give as much EXP, but it still gives a substantial amount, so that way the game doesn't feel like, well, it's not pay to win, but to some people probably would feel like pay to win with that. So I think the weight system, when having to train like the tons, would actually be, you know, cool and helpful to the people that don't, you know, have mad Robux. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. Yeah, I don't really know when DBOG is coming out. I'm just gonna say September. I'm not saying any time, because every time I say something it just ends up not being true at all. So when it comes out, and you will definitely see me on there, and you will definitely get videos from me. And if not, I will explain why. That's all for the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.